Hey everybody, it's V. How you doing? I thought I would kind of give you a scenario here on Cellin as I am mining in 3.24 and something I came across, and I thought this might be an interesting experiment to take you along on with me. So what I found here's a little cluster, right? And in this cluster here, I found here's a rock that really doesn't have anything in it that it's a 4,500 mass rock. It's only got titanium, hephaesonite, and inert in it, so I'm not gonna, nothing there I want. But here is, this is a 3,700 mass rock with only 32% gold. It is titanium. But this rock here, here's a 3,800 mass rock with a little bit of quant in it, 20% quant. This is a picker that doesn't have anything in it. This has got a little bit of gold in it. This is a 7,600 mass rock with only 28% gold. This has got a little bit of Terranite in it as a picker. And I believe this has a little bit of Bexelite in it as a picker. So I'm just going to I'm going to try and work this little field here and see what's the best I can do. So I'm going to start with this 7,600 mass gold rock here. Now I have the Hofstede and I have a Focus 3. I really have a super low power but very effective for the optimal window type laser setup. So I actually am really set up to handle this particular field pretty well. Now, I don't know how much value I'll actually get out of here. I didn't do any math, but this is kind of like, trying to squeeze the most out of it that we possibly can. So the first thing we need to do, like I said, is let's break down this rock and, kind of scoop as much gold as we can out of it, and then, but understand that there are other things for us to break. Now, obviously, we're going to do the Quantanium rock last. This is kind of one of those times where you wish you could kind of almost, as you break, you wish there was a little tractor beam where you could kind of make a pile of what you're going to scoop at the end. But, man can dream. Alright, so this is just jumping up into the optimal window now. Hold on just a second. I'm going to peel back to about 80 or so. Once it gets in, yeah, there we go. Actually, I fell back to 60 and I'm still holding. Drop down to 55. Still climbing. Good break. Now, I'm just going to do some preliminary scans. If anything's like 100% or something, it's coming on board. Not that I'm expecting that. I'm just saying, if you get lucky and you get like a really good break on something. Yeah, 50-50 balls is really about the best I was expecting out of this, really. So yeah, let's see. Is there any? There is another one. Let me pick the edges here a little. Yep, another 50-50 ball there. Yeah, so the best rocks in this pile are 50-50s. So that's, that happens. Okay, I think that's a picker. If I'm not mistaken, that's a picker. And I think this is a picker, right? That's got Terranite in it. So, I'm not saying we're not going to make $1 million here. We're just trying to make the best of what we have. So this is a much smaller rock. Yeah, let me just kind of knock that energy down to about 30 and we'll go again. And I'm pretty far from this guy, but it's fine. Push it up. You see how big that optimal window is when you use the Hofstede and the Focus 3. We seem to be holding pretty steady at around 23, 24. This should be a pretty easy break. All right, let's see if we got lucky here. What we're looking for is like something, you know, it's in the 80s. You know, it's not to say you're going to find that. It's just, you know, when you're breaking up a field, you want to definitely prioritize. Now that's a 90. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Something that's 97 too. We're bringing that on board. That's happening. That's a great exchange rate for Pure versus Garbola. That's a 50-50 ball. 100% inert. I like to see that because that means that's just out of the equation. 30. Almost nothing. Beautiful. I gotta be real careful. I want to make sure I extracted it just right. That's 100%er right there, so we'll take that any day of the week. What about this guy? 100% titanium, and then there's a, yeah. So right now we're, you know, we've pulled three SEU of decent material on for very little scrap. So now we've got to kind of go after this guy here. We do have to prioritize getting the Quantanium on board. That's a for sure thing. So let me kind of crank this guy up. So what I'll do is, once this is broke, I'll find the good, then we'll go back to the 50-50 balls of, you know, that are available to us on the ground. Then we'll finally pick up those pickers. Then we'll fly in and see what we got. I mean, we probably don't have a whole lot of something, but, you know, this is kind of working the whole field. I just thought this would be like a kind of a fun exercise to determine, like, what can you squeeze out of something that doesn't have the best percentages, but, you know, has a little bit of quant there as well. All right, there's 25% quant. That's a 7% quant. Let's go with this top guy here. Almost all titanium. Almost a 50-50 ball of quant. That's 84, so we'll grab that real quick before we blow it up. Good stuff. Not much in that one. 367 there. 100% titanium. All right, so we've got to go after this 50-50 ball. Good. And that guy's got almost nothing in it, and that guy's 100% titanium. I think there's not two there, though, is there? This is what? This was nothing. This was a 50-50 ball. Oh, 24%er. Okay, and what was this one here? This was 7%. I'm not going to prioritize that 7% yet. I'm going to scooch back over here, and I'm going to grab these 50-50 balls down here of gold. All right, there's a 50% gold rock. And there's another 50% gold rock. Now this, like I said, I'm bringing along a lot of trash. I mean, you know, we're just working this field to do the best we can. Oh, there's something I didn't scan. It's only 5% gold, 25% gold, 28% gold. All right, so we know that's a 30% Terranite, so that would get definitely scooped first. This is not one of those, right? Yeah. Well, what do we have over here? I think there was a 50-50 ball or two here. Yeah, there's a 49%. All right, 27%. Now there is one more picker. Was this guy, right? And this picker, this guy had 28%. All right, so the Terranite picker goes first. The Baxilite picker goes next. We got a lot of this and that on here. Let me get a little closer here so we can. Oh, that actually was there's a lot more density in that rock than oh, we ended up with about 2.75 SCU though. That's not terrible. What do we have there? 28% gold. 25% gold. There's another one down there, though. Oh. What was that one? 30% gold. All right, so this is what we did. I mean, we did the best we could. Right? And so now we're going to head back to CRUL1. And we're going to see how we did. Let me go ahead and change this to Nav Quantum. And let me grab the sticks. Take those VTOLs. Peel them back. Beautiful. We'll ride on out back to CRUL1 and see how we did. Now, it's important to understand, I mean, you can have lots of runs that are 50, 60,000, you know, in a Prospector with 32 SCU bags. So, you know, my assumption is going to be that the half value of this is going to be somewhere around 60,000 or 70,000, which, you know, isn't, you know, is not a tremendous amount of money in Star Citizen, but it's not nothing. And it's, you know, sometimes, you know, I had been kind of flying around on Cellin for a good 35 minutes. That was the first thing I came across that actually had some potential in it. So sometimes you just gotta, you know, give it a shot. Work the field a little bit. You know, there was no rock in particular besides the Quantanium rock that said to me, you know, hey, this is, you know, you need to break these rocks down here. But once you see the, you know, there's 3 or 4 SCU of Quant and something, and then, you know, geez, this has got, you know, 28%, you know, 30% Terranite and a 29% Baxilite picker, and there's, you know, there's 32% gold in this 7,000 mass rock, and, you know, type of thing, and, you know, we just kind of broke it up and kind of went for it, and we'll see here. So definitely, the only thing that made me chuckle a bit, I think, was we didn't even get a full SCU of Terranite, but that's okay. It was just a single picker. And in we go. Got the Atlas drive on our rig here, and so that you know, does spool real nice. Cool. And I like to switch to nav flight. And we'll come in around 400 or so. Healthy clip. I'll pull the VTOLs back now so I know that they are. You want to, you know, you want to definitely fly into the hangar with the VTOLs down. We're about to get into armistice zone. That's great. Couple of ships here, nothing to worry about. I'll go ahead and call for a... And that's where they've been... That's honestly the landing bay they've been using a lot lately was this one over here, which is totally fine. I'm cruising along, but I'm going to start kind of taking the edge off here. By the way, I know that we have Quantanium on board. It's such a long timer now, it's really nothing to worry about. That being said, I still prioritize the Quantanium. I didn't scoop it last because I wanted to prioritize space, but, I definitely had everything broke down before I started. Alright, we're just going to take her easy on the way in here. Roll the sticks a touch. I just called for the landing gear. That'll slow you down just a little, but not a big deal. Good. Real easy touchdown there. Boom. Vehicle landing, I meant. Very, operating costs, not bad at all. Turn off these engines and we'll head down and see what we got. Out we go. Looking good. Favorite ship in the game by a mile. I absolutely love that ship. I really am desperately looking forward to when they actually build purpose in the mining besides, making a few space bucks. Because it's not the best way to make money by any stretch of the imagination. And you have a hard time, quite honestly, you just have a hard time recruiting. I mean, unless they're your, I have tons of friends in the game. And they'll be happy if I ask them to go mining with me, But nobody's actively looking to I'm looking to join a mole crew. I mean, nobody does that because there's just other ways to make money that it's so much better. So someday when there's base building or, or maybe the shipbuilding requires resources or star systems will have shortages of Quantanium fuel or if, quantum fuel if people aren't mining enough Quantanium. Stuff like that. I mean, we got to have some purpose and that's an important thing. And I honestly think that's one of the things they really need to start thinking about building into the game is purpose. I mean, looking pretty and that type of thing, and the reputation's not enough. But I think I'm sure it's on their agenda. But yeah, I mean, as you guys know, I mean, I'm not putting out as many videos lately. It is what it is. But I do like to do videos from time to time, and especially something that's a little different like today. So, all right, we'll run over here and see what we got. Like I said, my best guess of the half value is around 60,000. I hope. $70,000, so not bad. I mean, honestly, that's an actual fair like let's say I just found a lot more Bexelite than than Quantanium. That a 70,000 run is a pretty standard run actually. So I made something out of nothing there. So for the most part, I mean, there was a little something there, but not a whole lot, and we were able to break it down. Oh, that one's complete. You can tell I got some quant and some gold in a run before. So let me set up the work order here. We're going to refine the Bex, we're going to refine the quant, we're going to refine the gold, we're going to refine the Terranite, and we are going to Dinyx Solventation. We'll get a quote, and we'll confirm. And we'll have that ready to go for us tomorrow. So that's that. that is, you know, that's basically around 130,000 or so. 125, 130,000 on that run. So it's not a terrible run. I mean, you know, if you do that 4 or 5 times a day, make yourself $500,000 a day, and, you know, before too long, you know, you'd earn whatever ship you're interested in. Now, some ships are a little more pricey than others. I don't even know why I am. For some reason, I want to buy a Mercury. So I'm going to save up some money and waste my money on one of those. I already have a C2 and a C1. I don't know. So, but I think I'm going to get a Star Runner, but just for giggles, I guess. Anyways, I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to be definitely doing a few more mining videos, mole video, day in the life videos, a couple other things coming up for sure for 324 mining. I hope you're having a lovely day. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you all around the verse.